36 million U.S. Latinos are eligible to vote this year, an increase of 4 million since the last presidential election. Now, according to the Pew Research Center, nearly 15% of all U.S. voters are Latino. Almost 60% of those voters went for Biden in 2020 and helped him win key races in Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. And nearly a third of these voters are between the ages of 18 and 29. So reaching Gen Z is a critical component of both Democrats and Republicans this election. With more, I'm joined by Diana Castaneda. She is the Vice President of Communications for Voto Latino. Welcome, Diana.
Thank you for having me.
Your organization has partnered with a dating app to try to reach these critical voters. How does that work?
Yeah, it's like you mentioned it. We know that over 36 million Latinos are able to vote this November. But every 30 seconds, Latino turns 18. So we were trying to reach out to these Gen Zers, young Latinos, and meet them where they are. They are on digital, they are on watching streaming services, on podcasts, and on dating apps. And we decided to partner with the #1 app, Chispa, among Latinos. And basically what we did is we created co-branded hub, and they can get better information about how to register to vote, anticipated early voting, and also we're providing information about both of the platforms that Democratic and Republican candidates are offering for our community. So that's basically what we're trying to do. And at the same time, the app is advertising this information. So while you're like sweeping right and left, you're getting information about the elections and getting a link about how to register to vote.
Is it matching you with people you agree with politically?
Well, that's basically one of the things that we've seen is that there's a lot of enthusiasm among young Latinos. And these enthusiasm, we're trying to capitalize it, and we're seeing that in the dating apps, if you want it, it's an option. You can you can add your preference, political preference, you can add your preference in terms of certain issues, so you can have a better match too. So that's something that only Chispa is offering, and we're happy to do it because actually we're seeing that this is working, and we're getting more young Latinos registering to vote.
So historically, young people have voted the least of any group. Latinos have been way underrepresented because of low voting numbers over the years. Why do you think that is? Why do you think there's been so much hesitation, both among Latinos and among young people?
Well, actually, what we've seen is totally the opposite. And this election is completely different in terms of the Latino vote. During this National Registration Voting Day, that it was actually yesterday, we were like given the numbers, the recent numbers of voter registration. We registered more than 120,000 Latinos, and the majority of them, 60% are young voters. And 70% are women, young Latina women. And what is really surprising is that we're seeing this enthusiasm in battleground states, Florida, Texas, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia. So I think that Latinos, and especially young Latinos, are really motivated to participate in this election year. But what we're trying to do now is to provide them the information so they can motivate other people. They can motivate their families and their communities and friends in colleges. So actually, we're really happy with what we've seen so far in terms of like the enthusiasm about registering to vote.
And are you seeing them breaking one way or another? Are those young women more pro-Harris? Are you seeing more young women register after Harris joined the ticket?
Actually, that's a pretty good question, and the data shows exactly that. Although of the 120,000 voters that we registered since January, 60,000, over 60,000, we started registering or see that increase since July 21st, that it was when President Biden endorsed the Vice President Kamala Harris. And before that, we were registering every day 300, 400 Latino voters. But after the 21st of July, we're registering on a daily basis over 1,000 Latino voters. So definitely there's a significant change in terms of the voter registration among Latinos after President Biden endorsed by President Harris.
Yeah, and we saw a big increase in enthusiasm among other groups as well after that happened. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. To participate, you can go visit Voto Latino Foundation website or download the CHISPA app. We also have this information on our website, foxla.com. Diana Castaneda, thank you so much.